Excuse me, lost my voice in the middle of the game. Definitely a missed opportunity for us. Give credit where credit's due. I thought Washington did a good job of just holding for it. But I thought a lot of what happened today, I thought we beat ourselves. We had a lot of opportunities. We did a lot of good things. I think we had 17 offensive rebounds, 40 something points in the paint, and we had plenty of opportunities that we missed that we should have been able to convert on. That would have helped open up the lead and different things like that. So we have to have short-term memory because we have to go to Washington and we can't worry about this one. And we got to do all the things that we did well today. We have to take it to Washington with us.
There were 73 shots tonight. I think that's the most shots I've seen in quite a while.
Say that again, Megan.
73 attempted
Yeah,
shots.
yeah.
Is there something that the Mystics were doing to cause like the high number of shots?
I mean, we forced 20 turnovers. I think whenever you get, you know what I mean, that many turnovers, you naturally get um, extra opportunities. We have to just play with confidence. You know what I mean? 70 shots. I think we made 20 something field goals, 21 goals. I think that's right. Right on 70 something shots. We have to shoot with confidence when we have those shots. And again, kudos to Washington. They did what they needed to do, but we had plenty of opportunities.
Coach, you struggled offensively in the second quarter and came out much stronger in the third and fourth. What will be the key to finding consistency going into the next level?
I think executing by value in the possessions. I think when we struggled, it was because we allowed them to get hands on the ball. So it slowed a lot of the things that we were doing down. Anytime you just get a deflection. So now the next pass isn't sharp. The next action isn't crisp. And they did a lot of that, I think, in the second quarter that really affected us getting into stuff easy and smoothly.
Coach, after the Lynx game, you talked about the physicality and
Yeah.
how did that translate for your team today?
I thought we were much better. We just didn't finish in the paint. And again, I don't think a lot of that was Washington's physicality. A lot of that was just our focus. We need to do a better job of focusing and finishing when we have those opportunities. 17 boards is amazing. That's great. Any coach would be happy with that. We have to take our time, shoot with confidence, play with confidence, and finish those plays.
Coach, in the pregame, you talked about how great their bench would play. How do you look to minimize?
Bless you.
How you look to minimize that bench play going into the next game?
Yeah, we just have to have a better focus. We have to have a better focus on their bench. We understand that there's no drop off and there's no let off whenever their bench comes in. They're number one scoring bench in the league. So they trust, right? They trust their bench to be able to come in to make plays. We have to understand that, and we have to have a higher sense of urgency. Thank you, guys.
Go ahead.
Allisha, this question is for you. Can you talk to me about what you saw out of the bench today? I thought that Maya and Lo both got some good buckets, but what did you see out of them that you liked?
I mean, Lo and Maya, I mean, they're always ready when their name is called. I mean, they play hard. I mean, they execute the game plan. So I'm just very happy how they performed that because they stayed ready when their name was called.
Either one of you guys, obviously it wasn't best shooting performance tonight, but I don't think you made a lot of bad shots. It just seemed like there was a lot of bad luck. Comment on that.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Another tough shooting night. Like you said, I thought the same thing. Good shots. Some of them, I'll speak for myself, wide open, just throwing them over the basket. And those are the ones you have to take advantage of. I'm probably really speaking about myself right now, but especially when it comes down to layups and points in the paint, I think we did a lot of really good things tonight. And if a couple more fell, that usually does, or that were wide open, it might be a different story to this game.
Oh, this is for both of y'all. What are some things that you all learned about the Mystics tonight that you'll take into the next game?
Like I said, we got a lot of, or a bunch of shots that we felt like were good shots for us, and just figuring out how to get to those shots. I think down the stretch, our ball screen stuff was really good. Helped us get downhill, get shots at the rim, at the basket. We also shot quite a bit of free throws. So just trying to get to the free throw line, and just knowing how their defense is kind of playing us. They're really heavy in the help, but you really have to move the ball around to get them scrambling. And then trying to slow down some of their leading scorers. It looks like both none of us shot like a great percentage tonight, but trying to continue to slow down their leading scorers next time we play them.
First quarter, it seemed like things were kind of going the way you wanted them to go, and then second quarter, I think you made one field goal. What was the difference? Did you see any adjustments that they made?
I think I'm trying to, get back to and remember that point. I think they probably did make some make some adjustments. They probably did make some adjustments. But again, I think that's when we started to get into our missing the easy and open ones. And that happens. This is a game of runs, and it just felt like their runs lasted a little bit longer than ours. And, after we would make just a couple, maybe 2 or 3 in a row, then it felt like we were back in that bad luck that you were talking about. Like I said, I think it was a little bit of, their run, our run. Turnovers definitely didn't help us in terms of our flow of the game. They got their hand on a lot, they got tips and deflections, which really slowed down what we were trying to do. It's hard to get into your offense when every time you're trying to receive the ball, it's hit deflected. Now you're taking 2-3 seconds off the clock, and now you're trying to go back into something and, ended up with a shot clock violation or just not get into what you wanted to because the timing of things weren't right. So they probably did up their defense on that standpoint and really try to get us out of our rhythm. And that's kind of what led to some of those tough shots and turnovers.
For both of you, despite the shooting and the bad luck, it was still a 3-point game. It's the confidence going to the next game. You're welcome.
Just gotta throw it behind us and focus on winning the next game. We're still in the playoff hunt. Just gotta win games.
We talked a little bit about the Mystics bench, but y'all's bench shouldn't be laughed at either. Maya Caldwell, Laura Lake, Kubai, both didn't have, crazy scoring nights, but when they had minutes, they produced them. You just talk a little bit about the light they bring with that second unit.
Yeah, like Leash talked about, they just are always ready when their name is called. And, for both of them, it may not show up on the stat sheet, but they do some really nice, some really good things. Like in terms of Low, just her energy, getting up and down the floor. Sometimes she's taking two post players with her, so then it leaves, myself or Tina open. With Maya, she gives Leash and Raya a break because she's usually guarding the best player on the floor when she comes in. So she brings that energy, gives them a chance to rest just a little bit on defense, so they can go down on the other end and get some buckets. So they just do the things that sometimes show up in the stat sheet with scoring and rebounding, but sometimes it doesn't. And it makes a huge difference and an impact in terms of what's going on for the rest of the team. If they're drawing the defensive, somebody's open, or if they're taking the best defensive assignment, somebody gets a little bit of a break on the court that they may not have had if those two are on the bench, or not just those two, the rest of our teammates as well. But you spoke about Maya and Lorela.
Coach talked a little bit about having that short-term memory loss after tonight. What is y'all's overall message to the team as you try to bounce back on Sunday, but also try to learn from tonight?
Just gotta finish the small things, but overall just have a positive mindset. We can't be down on ourselves, so then you'll catch the next game and then can't lose that game either. So yeah, just staying positive and just fixing the little things we messed up on and going to Washington and winning.
I think on that note, very good. Thank you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.